Hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Do you guys remember? This is the Dare Show podcast, by the way. I'm just gonna talk about the Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip. I just wanted to talk about because I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, I think I kind of am enjoying it more than the first one. So let's just go down the list. Dorinda. She's hosting the trip in the Brookshires at Bluestone Manor. Why am I not talking like this? Manor. And like Jill said, you know, Bluestone Manor is cute and everything, but why did they get to go to the Turks and Caicos and we get to go to Massachusetts? I don't understand. Um, Although the Bluestone Manor is a gorgeous piece of property, I don't think the Real Housewives of New York captures the entire property like Peacock is doing because my assumption was these girls are going to. First of all, I thought they were near the Hamptons. I thought they were still in New York, but okay, I guess not. My assumption was that this property was old and creaky and spooky with, a five-door cottage, a five-room cottage. But it's a very beautiful, you know, she's manicured the property up well. There's, the trees, the backyard. It looks really beautiful. Shout out to Dorinda, because I'm like, people keep talking about it, and it's become like it's this thing on New York. I'm just like, nobody cares, because I think they literally only show like them inside of the house and like in the dining room or in the bedrooms. They didn't show like the property itself. So there's Dorinda. Um, there's the Brandy show. This is basically the Brandy show. I do not like Brandy. She's not my favorite at all. I didn't like her on Beverly Hills. The whole like first couple of seasons, I didn't particularly care for them. I mean, I watched them, but I didn't care for some of the ladies. Like, I feel like it got better after after Adrian left, after Taylor left, after Camille left. Even though, Camille's not such a bad person, I didn't really understand. This is not about them, but anyways. I didn't like Brandy, and I still don't like Brandy. And Brandy is claiming she's changed, and she literally hasn't changed. She's telling everybody to shut the fuck up every like 5 seconds, and I don't understand why she's saying she's changed and she's grown when you literally you look worse and you're acting terrible. Who else is on the show? Jill Zarin. First of all, okay, I love Jill Zarin's entrance. Her talking about, hello, it's me, Jill, or whatever she said when she went to like the replication of like Scary Island or whatever it was called. I was like, wait, are they redoing those? Because this is hilarious. And like literally all the women did not give a fuck. They were just like, who? First of all, Fader was like, who is this lady? She looks familiar. I'm like, you don't know Jill Zarin? Oh my gosh, Jill Zarin is amazing. Yeah, I kind of wanted her back. I'm liking Jill. The only thing we're really talking about with Jill is like the Jill Z TV thing, the QVC knockoff situation was just absolutely fucking hilarious. I'm cracking up, deep cracking up. I mean, the deep part of my soul is just laughing so much about the Jill Zarin TV, and I'm just like, this is hilarious. Jill Zarin, That's all we're talking about with Jill. I want Jill to interact with everybody more. That's one thing about this show so far. I've watched episode one, two, three. Shout out to Broken Silence. What's my mouth? I watched episodes one, two, three, one, two, and three, and it's basically the Scorpios clique, and then everybody else ish slash the Scorpios, Tamara and Vicky, and then everybody else. We're not all interacting with each other. Like I want to see Jill talk with Phaedra and Phaedra talk with Tamara or Dorinda. Like everybody's not talking, and it's like clicky, and I don't think that's what we were watching this for. Um, More Jill. I want more Jill. Okay, let's talk about Phaedra. Phaedra, hilarious. Phaedra is another deep soul laughing, and she's giving like the black people moments that we need. Like the white people, they always put a silent suspect in the food. The whole like lasagna cook off was hilarious. Um, Brandy, couldn't cook. Everybody didn't like Brandy's. They were like, "Oh," Jordan was like, "You put lemon juice in here? You put wine in here? Are you sure?" Like the deepest soul, like cracking up laughs. And then she Brandy, when they were doing Brandy's a mess. Like the lesbian eyebrow thing, like what the fuck is that? And then the I think she put red hot inside of the lasagna and not crushed red peppers. Because I saw a bottle of red hot on the table, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing with the red hot? And it was with the ingredients for the lasagna. Did anybody else see that? Anyways, anybody else watching this? Okay, so then, anyways, so Phaedra cracking me up. Um, I want her to interact more. Eva is on the show. People were talking about how they didn't like Eva. I don't know. Have you guys not seen America's Next Top Model? I don't know why she didn't come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, which was confusing. There's a few girls that, I don't know why they didn't get a second or third. Why they didn't continue on. Shamari is not one of them. Shamari, she didn't contribute much to the show besides her drinking and her trying to convince us and her husband that she's not a lesbian anymore or whatever. um, Eva, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with her and Brandy because she has had Brandy's back 100% since the beginning. And so, Brandy, I guess she was drinking. She had no makeup on. She looked like a fucking scary ass woman. Brandy, oh my God, she just fucked up her face. And it's like so uncomfortable to watch her without makeup. Like she needs makeup. And I guess she is 50. They said she's almost 50. But I'm like, she comes off so young. I think she maybe she isn't young. She comes off so young, but like her face is like twice her age. Did you guys see who said that? Somebody made like some like that post when Kim Zolciak was on Watch What Happens Live, and the person was like, "Why do you look twice your age on camera? I mean, on Instagram, but I forgot what it was. It was like twice your age on Instagram, but you look younger on TV or something stupid, something hilarious like that." And I was just like, "That's kind of what Brandy is." But Brandy, I mean, Eva has had her back, and she's been defending her. This Scorpio gang clique, Eva, Phaedra, and Brandy Glanville, or whatever her name is. They and like literally Phaedra also has been having her back and trying to defend her, trying to push her, Eva and, black women trying to help out. Um, Eva and Phaedra have been trying to push Brandy forward, but Brandy keeps pushing herself backwards with the rest of the group. Um, it just doesn't make sense. So, the last episode, Brandy was talking out of the side of her drunken ass mouth, saying, she thought Eva's husband was like pussy and not a man because of what he looked like. And then, I listened to their conversations and then I just decided that, oh my God, he's not, oh, what did she call, a wussy? I think he called her a wussy or something like that. She called him a wussy, which is totally inappropriate and totally ridiculous and totally mean and rude and just like, because of the men I dated, they don't have their dicks and, I run them. Okay, then why are you dating them? Clearly, you need to figure out the man for you. It just doesn't make sense. And so Eva was like taken aback by it, but she's like, I'm not gonna react. I'm just gonna, push forward. I think we'll probably see it come back up. Um, but she's like, I'm not gonna react. I don't even know what she's talking about. Everybody seems to not know what they're talking about, but Phaedra knows exactly what they're talking about, which is kind of funny. Like the whole pause, like Jordan was like, I was put on pause by Eddie Cohen. Like, those are like his little literal words. And everybody's like, pause? What is that? What is that? And then Phaedra's like, you mean your contract was not renewed? I'm like, oh my gosh. But I'm like, if she comes back, then she was actually put on pause. So they're kind of making it seem like it's something that it's not. But we'll see about that. Eva, Phaedra, Taylor, Taylor. When Brandy was like, your season, Brandy was just like trying to make it about her, but there was no like root cause. It was just like surface level, I guess. I don't remember if I was trying to figure out, does she remember? I mean, did Taylor's ex-husband, did Russell and Brandy have like some kind of like friendship or something? Like, or is she just like, I'm working with you guys and I know you guys, and so now this man died and it's very strange for me. Like I can understand that. I can understand the surface. I can understand that. But then her making it seem like it like shook up her core and changed her life in a way more than, Taylor, who was abused by this man and other stuff going on, I guess. I think there was like money shit going on. I don't remember. That was interesting, to say the least. But Taylor and Brandy, they hadn't hashed out what they needed to hash out. And so now we're sitting on the show. And so, like, Brandy was like, it was a rough time for me. And everybody's like, well, why? And so I don't know if it was edited out or she just didn't say it. And she actually deflected into, like, okay, we're Scorpios. Let's be sexy and move. Let's be sexy and let's, go have a naked party or something. Like that's literally how the scene went. And I was just like, wait, are we gonna get the answer from her? Are they gonna hold her accountable? Like this is so weird. Um what's with like the lesbian sexual energy on the show? Everybody's like, you know, Dorinda is feeding Phaedra lobster, and she's taking it, and they're talking about the nipples, and they're talking about sex naked parties, and it's just like, what's going on? Like, none of y'all are like that. Seeing Phaedra, Dorinda, Newly, Vicky. Those are only like single ones. I think Brandy might be single. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. Vicky Gunvalson. Mm, wow. Vicky, if you were not vaccinated, I mean, if you didn't have the vein leg situation going on, would you get vaccinated? Because I feel like she's using that as an excuse, but her bigger excuse is, oh, you know, shabalaba ding dong, money, shabalaba ding dong, politics. So I'm just like, okay, interesting. Also, I do feel for Vicky, as mean as she's like, she's not even coming off super. No, she's not even coming off mean. She's just coming off of like, I don't want to be here. Well, leave. Shit, get out of your contract and leave. But you're not because you want the money and probably the exposure. And just so happenly, your husband, your fiance, is leaving you because he wants to stay in Mexico. Vicky. I feel for Vicky with that sinus infection because those sinus infections will take you out. I think I'm going through one because I don't know what's going on with me right now, but I'm going in and out of one or something. And I just started getting them like 3 years ago. And these are no fun. They will take you out. I think last year I had one for like 3 months. I kept going to the ER and going, and they kept giving me these steroid shots. And I'm like, okay, well, nothing's really going on. Nothing's really happening. And then one day it was gone. But anyways, Vicky, she just like, besides her like vaccination and her sickness, she just like doesn't want to be there. And it's just like, okay, we'll leave. Tamara. I don't know much about Tamara, but Tamara looks younger than Brandy. Tamara looks amazing. She looks beautiful. She looks delicious. And yeah, that's all I can say about her because she hasn't really said anything on the show. I think that's it. The lasagna cook-off was funny. Joe Zara was like, I don't like any of them. They first of all were kind of cold. Second of all, I'm the best cook in the world. Why did you ask me to cook? Hilarious. Um, the the Vicky fight, explosive. The explosive shit with what's her name? Dorinda and Vicky. That was unexpected. I was not expecting that. Like I'm laughing at there's really good moments in here that are fun and full of laughter. And then there's like the drama moments where like it's basically like Brandy or what's her name? I keep forgetting her name, Dorinda, blowing up. So we'll see. I'm enjoying this a little bit more, I think, like I said, more than the first one, which is interesting. Because I thought this was the first one. I thought this was the first one, and the second one, I don't know. Hopefully there is a third. I do like these different, Ultimate Housewife Marvel type situations that's going on. The meta universe of Bravo. I'm very much enjoying it. Um, I'm trying to think. I want more Potomac girls, but I think they're filming. Well, not. I think they are filming, but I'm like, y'all can call them one of them for like 1 week. Take a pause on filming. Get two of them, one of them, three of them to go over there. No Robin and no Giselle, please. Okay, maybe Giselle, but Robin is so fucking boring. Oh, the one thing about this second season, they're not talking about their seasons or what happened on their shows. They're not talking about that. And they're not doing it because they don't want to. I'm like, y'all need to force them to talk about this shit. Because that's what it made the first one very interesting and like likable and interesting and intriguing. Like they were talking about what was going on their seasons. You know, that whole Ramona bringing up. Um, Luann, it was like Luann and some man situation, and how Lou Ramona was wrong, but Luann was still harboring feelings because of what Ramona did. Ramona said, "Fuck you. Nobody gives a fuck about what you're feeling." On that boat. Oh my gosh, that was a moment. But yeah, so I guess I'll talk about the rest of them as they come along. This is the Day Show podcast. Thank you for listening. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple. I'm on the YouTube. Check me out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check me out. Check it out.